This video will look at a scenario in which the German Empire reformed. And the first thing they decide to do is expand their empire? What is going on with the borders? Something weird. No, I don't think they're the right color. That's a bit weird. Oh, I see. They're too bright. Well, now we can fix the borders. Kosovo has a black border. I don't know what happened to this map. It's like a glitch. And now, to see them start their invasion of Austria and Czechoslovakia, with their power definitely having grown since here. Well, they quickly cut the mountainous area of Austria off, and they start moving into the mountainous terrain of Czechoslovakia's border. But eventually they manage to advance in, and their advances get stronger as they're headed for Vienna. Few fronts. And now they're also headed to Prague, which Prague is the first place to fall. And then they move and take Vienna and cut Austria off from Czechoslovakia. Eventually, both these nations surrender, and as they surrender, the Germans decide to annex them fully. And now they want to defend themselves against Russia. So they basically come up with an agreement to divide this area, with Russia getting Belarus and Ukraine up to the Dnieper River. And me realizing that it might be the whole map that got messed up somehow, and I don't even know how. Maybe it was a color I was getting rid of, maybe. And now to fix all these troubles with the borders. That should have fixed it all. And Germany will take up to the Dnieper in Ukraine, and all of the Baltic states. So they start another war. This time they send in like 2 million troops, probably. I'd say they would need for this conflict. Most likely they would need 2 million troops to win. To dominate the battlefield, I guess. And with their borders like this, they can quickly take major cities of Poland. And Poland doesn't have access to the sea. To make sure they don't get stuff from the water, and they would cut them off first to move into the Baltics, with them crossing in from Czechia, or Czech border area. And while quickly they move in and take Warsaw and Krakow, 2 major cities. And quickly Poland has no choice but to surrender. With Vilnius falling, and they use this for their offensive up to Riga, which falls next. And then they take an offensive to Tallinn, which falls next. And with these 3 offensives, well, now they sign a peace treaty. Germany creating a puppet in Poland. And a Baltic puppet. Because they're trying to, I guess, reform what they used to have. And now they move into Ukraine. And they promise Poland some lands from it. And they promise a lot of things. With Russia deciding to advance up to the Dnieper too. With Russia's new goal being different than what it would be if the time stayed the same. And quickly we have Russia back to its occupied lands as well. Yeah. We have the occupied land, something like this. Let's say this happens because Germany probably left the support and Europe's trying to keep Europe together. And well, before Russia really gets a good step, well, Germany and its puppets already move all the way to Lviv and take the city. As they take the city, they keep marching into this region. This is where Ukraine stops being able to hold back Russia. With Russia taking more land. With Poland deciding to head towards the Dnieper River. With Germany moving down to the southern part of the Dnieper River. And they managed to advance up to here. With Ukraine being forced to surrender. So let's see what the terms of this treaty will be. Into Denmark, which is a big issue for France and its friends. And who are France's friends, you may be asking? Well, Germany didn't expect this kind of reaction. With the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, Italy, and France all declaring war suddenly. But they're not exactly as prepared as they think they are. Now, Germany being more prepared than they think they are. But Russia's starting to think about invading Germany from the other front to help out their friends, their former friends. With the Netherlands failing its offensive, along with Belgium, and they even get invaded. But France's goals succeeding, with them getting to here. In Italy also, they started having success. But with the Benelux front moving significantly more, as this is where stalemate starts to get reached. With Russia deciding they should enter the war, along with their good friend Belarus, who they have worse plans for, as Belarus agrees to Russian annexation. With Russia struggling against the Ukraine and barely advancing into Poland, and the Baltics are in trouble, this region, this puppet. The Germans able to hold the rest, but Ukraine gets pushed up to here, where Germany can hold. And while France starts moving deeper into the Rhineland, which once it's taken, Germany will have no choice but to surrender. So Germany goes on an outlandish plan. Their plan is, if they can take out Italy, then they will have to be able to have more troops on the Western Front, which would increase their risk of victory, with them pushing into northern Italy and quickly seizing Venice. And then they move down towards Rome. But it only makes a nice offensive. In the south and north, they hook these two fronts back together. With Germany knowing they're in trouble now because they're holding this but didn't manage to take it. So France pushes deeper into the Rhine, which is a big deal because that's where they have all their resources and stuff. So if they lose that, they'll be in quite a bit of trouble. So, well, they get pushed back even further, with Rome collapsing and then Naples. With Italy in trouble, they start falling. With France deciding to move deeper into Germany. With France's invasion starting to fail as German troops start arriving to this front. France thought they had a chance, but they ended up failing. And well, France meets a stalemate in the north. And with the Italy front starting to collapse, and an advance in the south through the Alpine areas, and an advance in the north, they can't take the capital, but they advance deeper into France. With France eventually agreeing to a ceasefire. With Russia asking for peace, but Germany refuses as they don't want to give up their puppets. And well, with their advance being a success. With Russia trying to negotiate its way out before it's too late. With Germany saying nah to it, as Germany allows Ukraine to move back into former territories, and Poland and the Baltics start moving into Belarus. Eventually, once the puppets get what they want, Germany negotiates for peace. So let's see how the peace treaty goes. And after they took lands from Benelux region, they took land from Italy, made Italy a puppet and extended it. They expanded not Belarus, they expanded their puppets, and they created a new puppet of Belarus, which looks much smaller than Belarus. And while Russia's significantly weakened in France's, with Germany securing its power as really high, probably number 2 in the world. And well, this is all because they came back and became military strategic geniuses, and NATO didn't exist. And if you didn't hear the part, NATO didn't exist, well, you're probably saying this is impossible. Which, I mean, it is. But that's all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mapper out, but not until you subscribe. Bye, guys!